Come to daddy.
Come to mama.
Hi, Susan.
Hey, Lisa.
How you doing?
Gorgeous, how are you?
Good, thank you. Very well.
Welcome to Straight Diva.
Welcome to Straight Diva. Why is it called that?
Because I'm straight.
And I'm a diva.
Therefore, hello.
Hello.
This was ages since we... It was probably last week.
I had to explain the other day. Someone said, well, you know, I did think you may be gay because of your podcast.
I did think you may be gay.
You may be.
Gay.
And I was like, well, I am the straight part in the Straight Diva. I thought that was
clear.
And she was like, well, it wasn't so much because of that, but just because of the way you are. And I was
It's
like,
your
okay.
limp wrist.
My gesticulation.
Yeah.
How you doing? How's your week going?
Do you know what? Really good. Yeah, really good. How's yours going?
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
How's she feeling? Where did she go?
Was actually
I didn't see you all weekend. Where were you?
at this tiny little minuscule festival.
Oh, yeah.
Off-grid.
Nice.
It's called Glastonbury.
I've never heard of it.
Just a few, like, I guess, kind of up-and-coming artists.
Yeah.
The 1975 Charlie XCX.
I think I saw them in Enemy.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Never heard of her.
This, like, singer-songwriter from America.
Really?
Yeah, she's like...
Oh, so it must be quite a big
She's
festival to get
exciting.
America. Oh, okay, exciting.
Yeah.
Fresh.
Yeah,
New.
exactly.
Nice.
But
that's really nice that you went to that and emerging.
yeah.
It's like the Great Escape vibe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Never catch me at the Great Escape.
No.
Never catch... Well,
The great industry event.
unless we're playing.
Well, hello.
But that sounds like...
Hell's Bells.
That sounds like Hell's Bells.
Hell's Bells in
Music
Wales.
industry.
Yeah.
At least they get on it, apparently. But, like...
Yeah, girl. The girls that I know that go with a bag of Coke.
Really?
Yeah,
But we don't do that.
no. We actually don't.
I actually didn't do...
Did you do any
I
drugs?
didn't do many, okay? I
didn't touch heroin.
I was well behaved, and I was much more well behaved than I was last year.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong, I was still partying.
Oh, absolutely.
Was still
What is it?
was still
down low?
was still in the cloutiest dance floor in the country.
Hello.
NYC Down Low.
Hello.
Had Sat Samus next to me.
Love.
Had
Did you kiss?
we didn't kiss, but we did hug with our tops off, and it was so sweaty in there.
Ooh. Homoerotic.
Lord was next to me,
Oh.
lip-syncing her man,
Period.
which was fun.
Jimmy Stack. Did you see the tea with Casey Hill?
No, who's Casey Hill?
Oh my
God.
I just want to be simple, sweet as my... Casey
Oh,
Hill,
yeah.
she's quite big.
Yeah.
She used to go out with Jimmy Stack. And then she did a Man of the Year TikTok, being like the Man of the Year that you're in a relationship 6 years with, and then he produces for one girl and leaves you for her. And it's about Lord and the album. Gag it.
Man of the year, man of the bounce, shaking for the man of the year. So
Sophie's in the tree.
would you? So yeah, look, for those who don't know, I didn't even know. I was right next to them, and I didn't know that was Jimmy Stack.
Mm-hmm.
Consider myself a fan of Jimmy Stack. I was like, my
Jimmy Stack.
friend asked me, was it Jimmy Stack next to her? I was like, no, that's her producer. What are you on about? You tell me today.
It's Jimmy Stack.
It's Jimmy Stack.
Yeah.
Would you ever?
Kiss Jimmy Stack?
No.
Probably
would you?
not. That's her man.
Would you ever? Do you think you could hook up with your producer? It's probably quite easy to if you're like making a whole album
I used
together.
to be in love with James. Have we done this law?
Ooh, we haven't. Okay, so for
For context,
James is like
in my band and also best friends since we were like 18.
went to
Shout out
uni
James.
together.
Went to uni together. There was just a short period of time where I was in love with him. Wrote a song called Hold Still about him, which is about me waiting for him to love me.
Hold still your throbbing cock, James.
Hold still that throbbing cock upon my throat. Gross actually. And I love him very much, and I'm glad but what it was, I think it was just kind of like being young and feeling unlovable, and then like someone being kind to you and being like, oh my God, it's you.
Yeah.
It's always been you kind of vibe.
That was all.
And also James is a beautiful man and also a very, very lovely man.
He's so gorgeous.
You're the best,
You'd love
James.
him. Great guitarist as well.
Fabulous guitarist, so talented.
And
Genuinely wonderful.
and
Wonderful
great
human.
musician.
Yeah.
I feel like if you don't fall in love with your friend at some point in your life,
What you say?
something went wrong.
We're
along
not beating the
way.
rumours, girl. We're not beating the rumours. Yeah. So you had fun though. You look very tan.
It was so hot, Susan. It was
Really?
so hot. It was unbearably hot. I was kind of hoping
Was
this
it
year.
30?
30?
30 degrees.
Oh, it's 30 degrees. I mean, but it felt like more. It was like, it's not a good place to be baking hot. People are kind of clawing for shade. The beer there is so bad. At least it is cold.
Oh, it was cold. Okay, I've heard it was warm.
I was standing at Japanese breakfast. No shade to Japanese breakfast. Amazing
Love
voice.
Japanese, yeah.
music was a bit dead.
Just play Be Sweet,
but
girl.
Be Sweet.
To me, baby.
That was literally my exact thoughts.
Yeah.
It is such a banger.
Yeah.
But yeah, highlights were the drive down there, listening to Straight Diva with the lads in the minivan. Angus got the bacon sarnies in. Alex was doing directions. Callum was driving. Only had his license about a year or two, so that was a bit shaky.
Laughing to your own jokes.
And then people started talking over the podcast. And I was like, well, we might as well not fucking listen to it then. Right, turn it off. Turn it off. Other highlights include the 1975.
Yeah.
Charlie XCX, I think, was a genuine 10 out of 10.
Charlie, one of my followers. Thank you.
Love you, babe. I saw her in the crowd at Franz Ferdinand.
Nice.
Didn't say hi.
That's fine.
Don't think it fits in my... What am I going to say to her? I think we've spoken about this before. If I'm going to speak to Charlie XCX, I want to like...
Yeah, be in it. Like, yeah.
I don't want to come to her as a fan. I want to, I want to meet her and have a proper
introduced.
conversation with her. Maybe that's big-headed.
No, it's not.
Fine. Amel and the Sniffers was great. I didn't expect to like them so much, but they were incredible live.
I did.
And then...
Angels.
You're a damn cunt. You're an asshole. Bars.
Sicko.
And then... Turnstile were great as well. But in general, a resounding success.
Did you see Skeppy?
Oh my days, Skeppy tore the roof off. So Deftones come out, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm a bit gutted. I'm not a huge Deftones fan, but I'm like, this
Oh,
is
they
sick.
actually come out? I thought they
Sophie.
cancelled. Soph, man.
Really?
She's gone for Louis' water.
Drinking my water.
Or at least she's hydrated, though.
You knock yourself out.
She looks very cute, though.
They pulled out because one of the band was ill.
Okay.
And then Skepta steps in. And I'm thinking, hang on. It's going to be a mass tempo thing. He's going to be DJing. I don't all respect, I don't really want to see him doing his house set. We get there early. It's a half an hour set. I'm starting to think, okay, maybe it is going to be rap.
Hips,
then they're playing house tunes before I'm like back on the house set. Comes out to DJ play one for the man them. DJ one for the lady. And I just had the best time.
That was so sick.
That's trying to just keep up the interest in your Glastonbury stories.
That's so sick.
That is so sick, though.
DJ play one for the Mando.
But no, apart from that, lowlights.
Ooh.
Lowlights were Saturday night. We lost 2 of the crew at various points, and because I was the best, because I had the best, because I am the nicest person.
Because I'm the leader.
Yeah. I had to look for these people because I had the best phone service and the best phone battery situation. Nice. And everyone was just, it was one of those where everyone is mash up and you feel like you're stone cold sober.
Yeah.
Shout out to the person who came up to me and said, big fan of the pod, and in the first episode you said you couldn't believe that people thought you were aesthetically good looking. Yeah. And I just want you to know that you're really hot. Aww. She said that to me in front of my ex-girlfriend.
That's genius.
I don't think I told her that, but you know, surprise. Can't remember what your name is, really sorry. But aside from that, yeah, it was great. I think only other thing to mention is that it was the aftermath, the week after has been just infinitely better than last year, because this year I've just been kind of maybe drinking through the pain, and I didn't do as much damage at the festival, and I've just been surrounding myself with friends, and it's been great.
Nice.
And to be honest, I've been doing no work.
Babe, this week has been like a no work week.
Hope none of my clients are listening, but I did wake up at 12:30 yesterday.
And what time today?
10:30. Slept through my alarm. Was meant to be here at 10. It's currently 12:56.
Pick up sticks.
Yeah. But last year.
Yeah.
Was, I think, the worst week of my life.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
We were friends then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we weren't doing the pod yet.
No. But like, I remember your posts, and you'd be like, I'm not very well.
So last year, right, I spent like a lot of time with my ex because we have a lot of mutual friends. We went to uni together, and at the time it felt great. Yeah. Right. And then suddenly, day 5, Sunday, we're at Scissor. Now Scissor was a bit of a thing for us, right?
Sweet November.
And suddenly she goes off crying.
Oh.
And then I'm like, fuck, she's crying because it's scissor.
Yeah.
And then it's all come too much. I'm just weeping to my friends for all of scissor, right? Then we have a big chat after scissor.
I wish I was special.
Normal girl, what do you say now? So then we have a big chat after. We're like, oh, you're so great, blah, blah, blah. Nothing happens, but it was emotional. We just like, want the best for you, blah, blah, blah. Bear in mind, we've been doing, God knows what for 5 days. So we're feeling a little ropey. We're feeling emotional. Anyway, so that's in my mind. I'm feeling very sad about that the day after Glastonbury. It's a long old journey home.
Yeah.
I get home at 10 p.m. on the Monday night. I start the first day of my job the next day. I can't find a phone charger, so I don't know how I'm going to set an alarm. So I enter a demonic sleep, ridden with sleep paralysis and brain zaps. You ever had the brain zaps?
No, what's a brain zap, girl?
A brain zap is something that you get if you've done, something that I get if I've done MDMA.
Yeah.
Which is when as you're falling asleep.
You like that?
You're like, you feel like almost like an electric shock. And then you pair that with like sleep paralysis where you're like in dreams and you're trapped and you know you're asleep but you can't move. And then I got COVID.
Babe.
And then I had to move everything out of my house.
You like that video Katie Price she's on this morning where she's sat and then the dog died?
Yeah.
And I got my driving license taken.
It was the worst. It was fully the worst week of my life. And then I had...
Look at you now.
But look at me now. I genuinely, like, this is the best come down of my life.
Oh, gorgeous.
And I'm doing a podcast. I barely have a job.
Speak.
There's beautiful people in my life.
Beautiful people.
And I just feel like I'm winning.
You are winning. So why not? Also, we need to talk about it. You broke the internet, Louise.
Oh, with my ass.
With your ass. With your shelf.
The furry peach. The coconut.
Yeah, I saw the comments. I saw the comments too.
Oops. What can I say? I did it again, okay? I broke the internet.
I fucking can.
I like getting my bum out sometimes.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
That's that.
You may call it queer baiting. I call it just baiting anyone for any sort of attention.
Good attention grabbing, girl.
And God knows I need it.
Especially this week.
But last thing on Glastonbury.
Yeah. See Shan?
I didn't see Shan actually.
Shan, where were you?
I also didn't see Milo's dad, Paul.
Okay.
Sorry, Paul. My phone ran out of battery on the Sunday. I was going nomad. But I said to you just before we started airing, and I hope I'm not boring any of you with my Glastonbury learnings and being that guy, but fuck it, commit to the bit. I do feel genuinely recharged. I feel like before Glastonbury, as we say ad nauseum on this podcast, like feeling overwhelmed, feeling busy, feeling stressed about all these exciting things we have going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like I get too invested in the kind of the day-to-day stress, and I struggle sometimes to step back and go like, actually, what does really matter?
What is this? Yeah.
And Glastonbury really did allow me to, and I don't really know why, but it did allow me to just kind of forget about everything. I think it was basically because I wasn't on my phone and I wasn't doing anything. People were like, are you going to make TikToks while you're here? I was like,
no,
absolutely not. Save it for the pod. And then I brought this to therapy, and he was like, he brought this kind of metaphor, which is like, well, Louis, I think Glastonbury is a good metaphor for your kind of stresses with day-to-day life.
Yeah.
So I feel like, there's too many people to let down, or there's too many opportunities I'm going to miss out on. Like, how do I balance everything? He's like, when you're at Glastonbury, right, and fucking, Charlie XCX is clashing with Doechii.
Yeah.
How do you decide what to do? And he's like, well, I like Charlie XCX more. Like, I'd go even if I went alone, and like, but all my friends are going. Like, it's an easy decision to make. Like, but like, there was also, I saw Faye Webster solo.
Loves Faye Webster.
And he's like, Lou, you need to apply this kind of pro-con clinicality to your own life.
Yeah.
And if you're missing Doechii, like, you're fine.
Miss Doechii,
that's fine. You're going to be okay. And life's going to go on. And you have to have conviction in the decision, and you chose it for a reason. Yeah. So that's where I just want to leave the Glastonbury fucking pretension.
As a pretentious metaphor.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're how do you feel like you're doing in that department of like the fear of missing out on stuff?
Do you know what? I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Like right now, okay, so we just made a group chat
Oi! No, Sue broke the internet.
Yeah, Sue broke the internet. Well, I announced the first single, not to pull it to me, but I announced the first single from the project. It's called Hit Me Then. And we made this WhatsApp group chat. My number is out online now, guys. You can text me whenever you want. And you can join the WhatsApp group chat, WhatsApp community. It's kind of like 360 Brat, the private page.
Send her your demos. She'll listen to all of them.
I've been listening to, I was listening to someone's mix this morning. But we've
really?
been,
Oh.
we've been kikiing in this group chat. There's already 120 members. We're all in there having an absolute giggle. Louis in there. We're going to be bullying him. Everyone's been talking about Louis' shelf, no tea. But everyone was like...
I learned what shelf means today. It means arse, for those of you who don't know.
But yeah, we've all been talking in it, and everyone is... What's really nice is it's kind of like you're in with the community and you're like, oh my God, these people are the people who like listen to the pod or like listen to my music, and it's really, really nice. We're going to do a Zoom next Wednesday. If you are listening, we're going to do a Zoom, a group Zoom, because people are so funny. We've been giggling this morning in the group chat. I've literally been stood by my phone for like an hour whilst it's charging, just giggling along.
Yeah, it does provide a different level of interaction, fun than like Instagram.
But it's where the community is, and like there's a community there, and we're like talking about struggles as well. Like Luke, not to name drop you, but Luke was talking about how like they've gotten so much better at self-care, and we talk about that, and then we all had a big conversation about self-care. So it was really, really nice. And yeah, can't wait to talk more on it.
Has anyone said anything naughty yet?
No, like everyone's been really funny and respectful, and like yeah, it's been so nice. But I announced that. What was my point? Can't remember. Yes,
linking this to FOMO.
But putting my phone down now and being like, I said goodbye in the group chat. I'll be back when I'm back, and it'll be fine. On Sunday night as well, me and the wife, we've booked a secluded like little like cabin somewhere, and we're going to go, and apparently you can't get phone signal there, and we're going to go there for 2 days.
It is really that Tuesday, it's about
and just put my phone down.
What can you put in your calendar that is going to be fun but like wholesome or good for you, but like also crucially take you away from your phone? Because if you watch a movie at home, you're going to go on your phone.
Exactly.
Go to watch a movie at the cinema, not going to go on your phone.
Exactly.
So it's all about, guys, it's all about booking in these activities that's ultimately going to take you away from us, sadly, because we are not actually good for you.
We're not mindfulness, babe.
We're just alcohol. We like give you the illusion of comfort, but really we're just bringing you closer to death.
God. Lost in the city, you God. Everyone knows a fraud. What song's that? I can't remember. But yeah, no, it's been all good. It's been like a really good week. Got therapy again tonight.
Again?
Honest, well, I'm thinking, yeah, exactly.
How many ones is that?
2. This will be the second one. I just can't be arsed. I feel fine now. I'm doing my affirmations, doing yoga in the morning. This is my first week of officially being fun employed and like a full-time content creator and musician. And so it's just like...
What a life.
And what a bloody life. And I'm enjoying it. But yeah, no, I just feel incredibly lucky. But the song's coming out. There's going to be a show.
Sorry, when is the song coming out?
The week of the 21st, because there's some fun stuff that we're doing, but we've got a show on the 23rd. Put that in your calendars.
No way.
Yeah. It's happening quick sticks. No. Because we couldn't book in that original venue.
Okay, great.
But it's all booked in. It's all going. It's all happening. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Fuck yeah.
So I feel like, oh my God, shit. So it's all happening. But the announcement has gone exactly how I wanted it to go, and I feel really honoured that like
there's
amazing. 100 people in the room. I know, I'm literally gassed.
So good.
Thank you. But and if you go on it, you can find out the title of the EP.
So someone clearly knows what they're doing. It's all feeling very measured and intentional right now.
Feels like there's a team.
Feels like there might be some.
There might be a team or
management
something
behind this.
Yeah, there is, which is all thanks to you, realistically. So thank you again. So literally, Louis was the person that set me up with my management. So she's literally mad there. She's been talking about being mummy.
Cupid.
I know. Hello, Lupid. Stupid. Hello.
Yeah. Unfortunately, even despite the fact that I slag off A&Rs for having smelly cocks and being the worst, I actually am kind of one myself.
Yeah.
But it did get Sue
a management deal.
So
a record deal. So can't be that bad.
So it's actually quite good.
So. What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about
Virgin.
I still haven't listened to Virgin, sadly.
Okay, well, we're not talking about it until you listen.
But Well, no, if you have thoughts you want to give on it, then
My original
what did you
thought
think of it?
was love it, and then
Yeah.
I was like, not a bit boring, but I was like, I wasn't in the space for it.
Mm.
But now I've really listened to it. It's phenomenal.
Mm.
Like it's so good. Like Lord is so good.
Mm.
Like she's so fucking good. Like she's crazy.
What are you loving about it? Are you seeing
I'm
any
loving all the
narr-
slow ones. There's a
Yeah.
song called Clear Blue. There's a song called Illicit Affairs.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Stack production is amazing. Like it's so clean and it's so like
Mm.
precise. I feel like he reminds me of Cackle a lot, not because they're like similar or Cackle's informed by Jimmy Stack, but I think the way that they cleanly produce pop music and it doesn't feel crowded and it feels extremely well thought out is very good, and I'm really enjoying it.
I watched a BBC Radio 6 video with Bon Iver and Jimmy Stack, because Jimmy Stack produced his most recent album as well.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
And he came across thoroughly well.
And how was he kissing Lord? Did it look like a good kiss?
Honestly, they looked like they were just having the best time. They were like, they were doing stuff.
They were doing the do.
They were doing what people do in NYC Down Low.
Are
But
they transgender?
they were just like, they had the blinkers on, to be honest. They weren't like, as I'm sure you probably would if you were Lord.
Did you see the day's interview of Harry Styles at Glastonbury?
No.
It was.
Is it hilarious?
So funny. So Manta Pet, who's a drag queen, just goes up to Harry and just asking him the most stupid questions, and Harry looks fuming. It's so funny. Apparently it's like Harry's first interview in like years, and like it must have just been a Manta Pet going up to Harry and just bothering him. It's fucking hilarious. I was screaming at it. It was so good.
So he was there apparently as well that night. I didn't see him.
Harry Styles kissing
Mescal,
a new girl.
Daisy Edgar, someone else, can't remember.
Bluey.
Louis Bluey.
Charlie Hexy Hicks.
But Lord and Jimmy Stack were just like in love with each other,
Oh.
really. They were just lips in, dancing, having a great time.
Nice.
And like literally right next to us. It was quite funny. But also, shout out to Fancy Shoes, who was the one who was the reason that I was even there.
Oh, did they get you in?
Because NYC Down Low is so ridiculously hyped.
Yeah.
And rightly so, it is incredible in there. That the queues are generally quite long. They're actually sometimes not that bad, but Fancy Shoes was the plug.
Fancy Shoes is the diva.
And she was getting
diva.
down.
Yeah, Fancy Shoes is it girl.
The dancers were incredible. Also saw Bimini
Nice.
do a performance there, which was great. Favorite DJ set at Down Low was by Prosumer, which was incredible. House music is like the best thing in the world.
Yeah, 100%.
Really rediscovering my love for house music at the moment.
Have
you ever had your house music moment?
No, probably. I don't really like in the club. I don't really listen to the music.
In the club at 11 o'clock and in the club at 11 o'clock. And that's fine.
I thought you stroking my leg there.
Sorry.
I was like, Louise.
Sorry.
I haven't shaved my legs in a week.
But no, sorry. Back to Lord. The reason I wanted to talk about Lord today is because I saw a clip of her in an interview talking about how she used MDMA therapy.
Yes, I saw.
To
I watched the whole
overcome
interview.
performance anxiety and stage fright. During her recent appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Lord revealed she overcame crippling stage fright thanks to MDMA therapy, a controversial form of therapy that uses this. Yeah, no shit. I had truly the most horrific stage fright, really since I was like 5, doing like community theatre.
You sound like Joyce Fan.
Adding that MDMA therapy truly changed the game for her stage fright. MDMA therapy and psychedelic therapy in general is a growing, though controversial field, while some mental health professionals have touted it as the future of treatment, particularly for issues like post-traumatic stress disorder or PTSD. The FDA, this American article, hasn't approved it, saying more research needs to be done. For a long time, psychedelics have been sort of frowned upon, says psychotherapist Amy Morin. We thought that they were more recreational drugs, but with a closer look, we've seen that they can actually be really good for treatments for things like depression, anxiety, and even substance abuse. So, Sue, I think...
Hello.
Would you ever consider MDMA therapy? Would you ever...
Babe, I did MDMA therapy in my early 20s. And I learned the hard way.
I don't think you were on the kind of the same dosages, maybe.
She said that she sat down and she did 6 hours where she sat on a chair and did MDMA with somebody who talked through it, and then by the end she came out without stage fright. I, have sat in similar dark rooms, possibly laid down, doing MDMA till my lips turn blue, and then I go home in an Uber X whilst trying not to be sick. We are the same, Lord. Allah, we are the same. I've done it.
But did you have performance anxiety before that, and that was what got
I
rid
could
of it?
have.
I might have.
I could have. I could have.
It's not just giving the drug. It involves a therapeutic relationship where one is encouraged to dive into the experience and learn something from the experience they have on the substance, and then to a lot of words, not really saying much there. Process it, integrate it, and discuss it in the days afterwards. Data suggests the real benefit of psychedelic therapy comes from both the experience and conscious reflection of it.
Is it like, because people who microdose shrooms, it like opens up your neural pathways, doesn't it, or something like that?
Right. But this, I mean, as you just pointed out, this, I think I misunderstood it. This
more
does
the
sound
calm
different.
down.
This, in it.
Like, it's different if you go and then you feel great on MDMA, or you always feel great on MDMA, but then the next day I'll be like, I want to die in a well.
Yeah, but sometimes, not endorsing drugs, sometimes the come down can be
We've never endorsed drugs.
eye-opening.
Yeah, I hate to come down.
And like, you can like reflect and look at Sophie. Look at her little
bees. Look at bees.
Look at her little socks.
It's so cute because it's like she's never been outside. She's a house cat. This is her only form of houseside. So like, she's not got like monkey feet. She's got like the pinkest feet, as if she's like a child still. And she's a baby. Oh, she's sick of it. She's like, I'm not a fucking baby.
My verdict on this is, I trust Lord's opinion and experience on it.
Yeah.
But this article is just giving me like, yeah, it's about how you. It's not just about taking MDMA. It's about how you like consciously reflect on taking the MDMA, which doesn't give me a lot of confidence. And I guess my problem is I thought I would have gotten over my performance anxiety by now.
Yeah, you would have by doing MDMA.
By doing MDMA. But what drugs do you think we should take next for dealing with? Okay, cool.
Us on heroin is sat in these chairs with Sophie just scratching us like that.
Oh my God, Sophie.
Are you kidding? She proper plays up for the camera. She doesn't get this intense.
Time will tell just how mainstream MDMA therapy evolves, Lord's song or not. Wow, you thought you cooked with that closer.
Yeah, MDMA.
In the back garden.
Blow your pupils up.
I feel unsatisfied by that answer. Chat, let us know if you know anything more about MDMA therapy, whether I should consider it, what other things I should do to get over my performance anxiety.
Yeah.
How do you deal with performance anxiety? So
I take a beta blocker.
But you didn't at I Love My Wife, no?
Yeah, I did, because I was at Days and I took a beta blocker there and then got drunk.
Okay.
So I couldn't feel anything.
You didn't drink at...
I drank all day at Days. Okay. I stopped drinking and then...
How did you feel before that performance?
Yeah, fine. I just go a bit mute before. I just become incredible. Like, if you talk to me before a performance, I'll be I'll be half of myself. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just kind of like, okay. And then the minute I'm on, I'm like, oh, it's fine.
I'm on.
Hello.
Do you do any breathing work?
I do. I'll obviously do a vocal warm up.
Right.
That's probably about it.
And at the George Tavern, there's not really any.
Yeah, I was in the back room just doing that little cupboard thing. Yeah. No box. Are you excited for I Love My Wife?
Oh shit! Yes, everyone. There's another I Love My Wife next Friday. Well, actually, that will be this Friday once this airs. The 11th of July at the George Tavern. Come all ye faithful for Superbia live music. So I think maybe doing a little impromptu DJ set. You heard it here first with none other than myself.
Which means Lou will be DJing, I'll be throwing it behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which works for me.
No, you have to hit play once.
Oh yeah, babe. Yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
And just passing your keys.
Yeah. But who do we have playing? We have Dove Ellis, Pearl 2, Niall Ashley, and Studio 20, and you probably don't know any of them, and that's fine.
But you need to get on Dove Ellis.
You need to get on Dove Ellis.
Because they've just signed to Black Butter, haven't they?
Someone. Can't remember. I don't know if we're allowed to say that. That might be industry insider knowledge.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oops.
Sorry.
But you do need to get on Dove Ellis because he is incredible. But if you're free, please come. Tickets are moving fast, and it sold out 4 days in advance last time, and it was maybe the best night of the year.
Yeah, it was.
In terms of other things to talk about, I've been trying to. This has been on my to-do list for 3 episodes.
Yeah.
So I think worst things to say after or during sex.
I had a dream my life would be so different from this hell I'm living. Wow, she gets
I had a dream, the dream's gone by. Stick it in me stinker subo. I'd of life worth living.
I dream that love will never die.
That was just
That was
amazing.
beautiful. Did you see Sharon Legrand doing
You
that at
look
Glastonbury?
like a fucking crashed car, but my God, when that voice came out.
Also, in
So
retro-
patronising,
in
so
in
patronising.
retrospect, Susan Boyle can't even sing that well.
Whoa! Shut the
Listen
fuck
to it
up.
again. Listen to it
Shut
again.
the fuck up.
It's shit.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You're
Go
capping.
listen to it now.
You're
I'm
capping.
not.
Real tears.
I was watching it
real
the other day.
tears
I was
come
watching
out.
it the other day with Bill, and I
Right.
literally said,
Jamie, pull that up.
it's shit. She's just like, bye. She's just so much vibrato.
She does love the vibrato.
Now her cover of Wild Horses, We Live.
By the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Wow.
Childhood living.
Sorry, no.
It's easy if you can. What is it like? And it's just a Wild Horses. Yeah, she eats for that. But I dreamed a dream she don't eat, sorry.
It's not
In a little
great.
shapeless dress. No shade.
Well, yeah, but nobody's fucking...
Susan. That bar. Is she a virgin? How horrible is that? That's not hard to do. She sounds like... It's not good.
Villages. What do you think, dear?
And how old are you, Susan?
I am 47.
So Simon Cowell just like gave her the side eye and the crowd's laughing at her. If you don't know about Susan Boyle,
Get on, Susan.
what are you doing?
Susan Anal Party.
I dreamed a dream in time gone by.
It's not that good. It's not really good. That's not... It's good. It's not really good. Babe, it's not giving. It's not giving what needs to be go.
That's mad.
I literally stand on it.
I rate you for your
She's
take.
she's not very good.
But
It
you're-
was just because the UK's horrible and was judging a woman by her look.
That's for sure a factor. That can't be ignored.
I love Susan.
Ant McPartlin or whatever the fuck he's called going, you didn't expect that, did you? You didn't expect that? Because she's fucking minging, mate. That can't be ignored, the role of that, but she ate.
Yeah, she ate, but she's not that good.
All right. Well, I guess, the
Living. What was the original point
career
now?
would agree with you because she hasn't.
But the tigers come at night
Okay, that was a good one.
with their voices soft. as thunder.
Other worst things to say after or during sex. Back of the net.
Oh, I'd love that. Has that happened to me? That is something that... I'm going to leave that there. Going to leave that right there. Parked it. I think I
What?
probably use that.
What?
And if I haven't
Back
used
of
it,
the
my
net?
wife has definitely used it.
When you
Back
come
of the net, BOTN.
when you come or when
After.
what? Just
I love after. I like laugh after sex. It just makes you laugh so much. You're just like covered in cum, you're just like... Or you're pregnant.
oh, that made me feel 13 again.
Oh.
Oh, that was like my first one. Oh,
No, but it's just funny. Like it's so
No,
stressful.
it
It's like,
is.
"Ugh," and then it's just like after it's just like, oh
it's
my
the
god.
best when you can both laugh during.
Oh yeah,
sex.
I'll be giggling.
Yeah, and if one laughs and then the other's like, what?
When people do sex seriously, it's weird. So when people do sex silently, are you a
Yeah,
silent shagger.
You want to get fucked? People like that.
Are you a silent shagger?
I'm definitely not doing dirty talk unless it's
Why?
like I can see the other person is maybe getting in their own head a bit, and
Yeah.
I want to give them a bit of positive
You're
reinforcement.
ugly scared.
You're so beautiful. It always there has to be strain and tension in
Yeah, it
the
has to be-
beautiful.
You're
Oh, your hair, soft. Just like my mother's.
Oh no! See, it always takes it one step too far, lads.
But yeah, I'm not doing dirty talk unless I feel like it's needed, or if there's been a kind of a silent gap.
Yeah.
Silent gap.
Mind the gap, bitch.
Spacious down there.
You sure you're virgin? Crazy.
Spacious.
Spacious down
There's
there.
a saloon car down there, baby.
Oh my god. Just a swanging door. Rank.
Anything else?
Something? No, I don't know.
Stick it in my bumper.
Cock up your bumper, sit down upon it.
Oh wait, Sue.
Oh. We're trying to talk about Shy Girl.
Shy Girl shouted us out on Perfectly Imperfect.
Crazy.
She said the nicest thing about us. She said it was like you're just hanging out with your best friends.
Literally.
And they're unfiltered and they're saying what you think. And we just want to say thank you, Shy Girl.
Thanks, Shy.
Come
join the group chat.
He told me Nike, just do it, hands on my breast and my batty, like he knew it. I told him lay that pipe and he blew it.
I told him what he liked and he knew it. Big Mac, like that.
Did it with the Kodiak.
Like, but snap back. You know he's loving that. Drive it, take away. You can have it any day.
Okay.
Order for collection, because you know you're finna stay. You told me Nike, just do it.
Hands on my breast and my batty like you do it. I told him lay that pipe and he blew it.
He told me where you're from.
I can't remember the last one.
And that's fine.
Shy Girl, get in the comments and tell us the last
Shy
line.
Girl, come love us. Come sit, Shy.
And we've never even spoken about a Shy Girl song on here, and you just like organically listen to our podcast.
Like what's Shy
But
Girl,
I
we
do
love
listen
you.
to your music and I love it.
That's such a good song. One that screams at the start. Dum, da, 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 dum, dum, da, 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 and it's like,
Yeah. I can't believe it.
Boom, 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 boom. And he had to change a sample. Fuck you, Spice Girls, for ruining that song.
Yeah, heavy. Fuck the Spice Girls.
And also, what's that one with Isabella Love Story and Pink Pantheress? True Religion.
True Religion.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They paid me to do a video for that. Thanks, Shy Girl.
Yeah, maybe
Shout out from Shy Girl, unemployed by Because Music. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that actually meant
Get
a
me
lot.
higher.
So I hope you're listening and hope
Love
you're
you,
having a great
Shy.
day. Should we do some agony aunts?
Yes. My work crush is shagging another co-worker, but I still want him. He's a bisexual man. Help.
Sorry, my work crush is shagging.
Another co-worker, but I still want him. Help.
Okay. So, I don't think besides when I worked at the Harrods Christmas sales, I've never
Guys, get me away.
got with anyone who I worked with. Have you? Let's start there.
No.
Okay.
I was asked on a date by a customer once, and I went on multiple ones, and then I went with my friend Ella, and then eventually in the same date he asked me if he could get off with Ella, and he did that.
What?
And so I left.
The same day?
Yeah, same date. Anyway.
Okay, that it's not a good start.
Is he shagging another co-worker, but I still want him? That's all right. You can still want him. Just wait your turn.
What's the play? I think we'd both be good at shagging someone we worked with if we wanted to.
Yeah, probably. Cheers to the frickin' weekend.
So what's the play? Okay, you need to, crucially, not get too... not overplay your hand, I would say. Not make it seem too bait that you're angry or upset about the fact that they are shagging another co-worker. You need to just alpha this and just go and just play your own game. You're not worrying about this other person. They're not in a relationship. You're just going to like make yourself unavoidable, okay? You're going to make yourself unapologetically bad, okay? You're going to be, what are you going to be doing in the office? You're going to be making him Robinson's Summer Fruits with ice, okay? You're going to be saying, should we go have a drink after work? And then it turns into 3 and you're playing footsie under the table, okay?
Have you learned how to do the splits?
Ooh, that would be good. And then you do it on his lap.
Yeah. Whilst you're on a call.
And then maybe, I don't know, my strategy with all kind of romances is the long game.
Yeah.
which I think suits this situation because, let's be real, you're not going to get him like immediately because
No.
he's shagging this other person.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
have we assumed genders?
He's a bisexual man, help, and she's called Pesto Girl. So one can only
Pesto
assume.
girl. Okay, well, yeah, I'd say like just play the long game and make little moves, like, and build them up, and like just fucking flirt your little arse off and have fun with it. He's not in a relationship with this person. Just play the long game and let him know you're there and you're bad, and just be lovely and ask questions.
Yeah.
The game doesn't change. The game stays the same. Play your game.
Play the game. My friend is going through a hard time. Her bold boyfriend broke up with her. Then her stepbrother tried to get with her in the club. Advice on how to support her and escape the freaks. Well, her stepbrother's going to get hard to get away from.
Yeah.
That's probably... Ooh, yeah, I wouldn't like that. But clueless.
And in a club as well.
Yeah, maybe he forgot. I guess you're not related.
Would you get with a step sibling?
No, because I've got a boyfriend. Got out of that one, haven't I? Weaseled myself out of that. Would you go with the step
So
sibling?
nimble. I think I would kiss a step sibling. I don't think I would
once it's a
shag.
kiss, it doesn't stop, does it?
Yeah, but they just kissed, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
It's a hard one. A step sibling can be like a number of different characters. You could be a step sibling you never hang out with, or it could be a step sibling that you like grew up with, and then that is maybe a bit weird.
True.
But in terms of dealing with this one, I'd say you need another get with to get it out your system. That's just my...
cheeky get with. Is there another step sibling you can get with?
Yeah.
Like a sister, maybe, a step sister?
And sorry, the bald person was her ex that she broke up with.
She's just getting over him.
Okay, well,
He's bald.
send him to Turkey. You know what I mean? Who cares?
Hello.
That will be me soon.
Are you going?
I'm not
Got a
going
finesse
yet,
drive.
but
I can send you a link to really, really cheap hair made.
should we get a little affiliate marketing deal with a hair loss company?
No, because I can get you it cheaper than a hair loss company.
No, but I meant for a sponsor for the podcast.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yes. You happy?
Yeah, just get with someone else.
Get with someone else. Is Sophie gay? Sophie, are you gay? Soph, are you gay?
I'm going asexual.
Yeah. I think that's
Very,
fine for
very
her.
friendly. Has she had her
Yeah.
snipped?
Yeah.
Well, then she's asexual.
She got no pussy.
Oh. But yeah, she's asexual then, I'm afraid. But she's queer adjacent.
Yeah. It's like you.
Do I
I think
see?
we've done all the rest.
Do I see?
What?
I thought I saw Depeche Load.
Depeche Load.
Big Mac.
Oh, hey
Hit with
love,
the
you both.
cardiac.
I'm a bisexual she-they who just came out of a 1.5 year relationship with a bisexual man who gave me gonorrhea in the last few days of our relationships.
Ooh.
I want to be his friend eventually, but
Why?
the truth is broken. The trust is broken. He says he wants to be friends too, but I don't know. I just feel very low-key violated. Babe, you've got a right to feel violated, my
That is a
take.
fucking violation, and so in the last weeks of your relationship, he gave you gonorrhea
That's hefty.
because he cheated on her?
Must have.
So he's not only given you gonorrhea, he cheated on you, supposedly. I don't think you
Yeah.
actually said that, but it's heavily implied. Obviously, it's your prerogative whether you want to be friends with this person, and if you do, that's very mature of you. But
Drop it.
drop it, I think.
Babe, you don't need to keep that.
That is, and don't if he wants to be friends with you, that wasn't surprising because he's probably feeling guilty as fuck and you didn't do anything wrong. But at your own pace and maybe not at all, I would say. Because
Yeah, gonorrhea is a big no-no, that, babe.
gonorrhea's not cool. Cheating's not cool.
He's gonorrhea from your life. In a way.
And even if he's a great guy and really good to hang out with, it's probably not good for you just flat out to... God, I've said flat out quite a couple of times this episode.
Flat out.
Flat
Maybe that
out!
Flat out.
It's probably just not good for you to hang out with, given what he did to you, regardless. And there's plenty more fish in the sea, and I don't mean even romance. I mean
Just friends.
friends. And I think you should respect yourself.
Dive in.
But maybe you're just a super mature person, but that would take you'd be in the top 1% of maturity.
This is the 24 karat gold Labubu.
I'm still not really up to date on Labubus.
Me neither.
Okay. Well, let's keep it
Next
that way.
week, yeah.
We don't have to be plugged into everything.
No.
Okay, cool. Is that it?
I think so. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.